Alright, so I've been rereading and rewatching a lot of Dragon Ball recently, and I've noticed weird writing choices with my favorite character, which is Gohan. And no, it's not the whole flip-flopping with him between wanting to train and not wanting to train three different times in the story for some reason. First time it was cool, second time it didn't make sense, especially after Beerus and them came. Third time doesn't make even more sense after the tournament power. But it is what it is now, I guess. But the main thing I noticed was his inconsistent power level or inconsistent power scaling. I haven't really seen any other Dragon Ball YouTubers talk about this, but how should I explain this? This is like in the Blue Saga. Okay, let's start here. In the Blue Saga, he kind of stopped training for 7 years in between Cell and Buu. In the end of that, he still was able to keep his muscle mass, and also the fact he was able to go to his highest form, which is a Super Saiyan 2. But you go to the Resurrection F, where he doesn't train for a year. I think in between years in the Resurrection F movie arc, whichever one you watched, he loses all his muscle mass. He doesn't even know where his ki is. He doesn't even know if he can go Super Saiyan. And Master Roshi asked him if he could. Also, the whole gi thing don't even make sense. Piccolo, he literally has a closed like beam where he can put Gohan in the gi by himself. I don't know why this dude Toriyama had him wear that dusty ass tracksuit. But to my next point, this character named Tagoma, which was I think was just a punching bag for Frieza to use just so he could get stronger. It was also stated that Tagoma and this big buff red dude was Zarbon in the Doria level, I guess in power level. That don't make sense either. The Z Fighters been surpassed them like years, decades ago. Before I was even born, them dudes surpassed them. You got Piccolo over here struggling, fighting this red dude.
Damn, he really about to rock my shit.
And go ahead to come in and turn Super Saiyan just for that. That don't make sense at all. I don't know if this was intentional, but it's always a running theme. Looks like a running theme where anytime Gohan stops training, he's still stronger than Piccolo somehow. A character that was stated to train as much as Goku and Vegeta, as much as those three. Like it was Toriyama was saying somewhere, the creator said somewhere that those three trained every single day. But somehow this dude Gohan, when he stops training, he's stronger than Piccolo. Blue Saga stronger than Piccolo. Resurrection F stronger than Piccolo. The superhero movie, it was stated that Gohan wasn't keeping all his training. And first, let's back it up. Rewind. It's stated that these two androids, these two antagonists, are as strong as Goku and Vegeta, who are the strongest Z fighters at this point in the series. Piccolo fights one of them, and he loses pretty badly. Like Gamma 2, he lost without sweat the first time. Then Gohan goes to fight Gamma 1, which is someone as strong as Gamma 2, same power level. Gohan in Super Saiyan was able to go toe to toe with him until Gamma 1 studied his moves and then got stronger in the fight. And then it's the fact that Piccolo, when he got his awakening early on in the movie, and then he fights Gamma 2 later on for a rematch, he still loses in that second form he got. That boy Piccolo was so lucky that Shenron threw a little bit extra in there for him to win. At least with that form, Piccolo, Orange Piccolo, he one-shots Gamma 2, and at least he's stronger than Gohan in that form. Which before then, Gohan, his ultimate form, he got it back, he was dogging Gamma 1, like, to the point where he was having a full-on conversation, like having this boy in a headlock, like he was a little brother or something. But of course, after the fact, Gohan got Beast, his newest transformation, which basically shat on everybody in that movie. It shits on Goku and Vegeta as well, at least from the movie's perspective, I guess. So basically, like, Gohan not training, he basically just got the form, like earned their form without training, from what it stated, without training at all, which I don't really, the forms are alright, the hair's too big. I like how Toriyama draws it, but the hair's too big. The best thing about that form I like is that he's up there with Goku and Vegeta now in terms of power, but I just wish it would have been handled a lot better in presentation, like how he got it and stuff, which he probably wouldn't have gotten it anyway if this dude Toriyama's editor, or his boss, I guess, didn't pressure him to add him into the movie, because he was going to be in the movie in the first place if he wasn't asked to put him in the movie because fans like Gohan. That dude Toriyama doesn't want nothing to do with Gohan. That stuff is crazy. It seemed like he cared more about Trunks. He had this dude Trunks in a Dragon Ball One Piece crossover manga. He had Trunks in there instead of Gohan. That don't make no sense. I think it was Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, Krillin, and Trunks. What? Why is Trunks there? Gohan should be there. Like, that dude Toriyama don't mess with Gohan at all. And these Vegeta fans will come here and tell you that Toriyama hates Vegeta. But we see Gohan, that dude, these Vegeta gets something to do every part, even if he ends up getting his ass beat. He gets something to do. Gohan, you'll be lucky to see him even in the background of an arc. That dude wasn't in Daima besides the intro, the recap. Like, I don't know, bruh. Hopefully, those were the only weird things I noticed that I didn't really see people talk about. I don't think I went. I mean, it wasn't really much to go in depth on, because he's not in much of the shit. He's not in much of anything in modern Dragon Ball, really. And if he is, I just threw him in there like an afterthought. But that's all I wanted to say, bruh. Hopefully he gets better treatment going forward, you know. But that's all. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.